Collecticon has come to Atlanta, and this is one of the most fun card shows you'll ever see. Sports cards, Pokemon, and so much more. I'm in the mood to get some big deals done, so let's get started. This is the guy whose cards I think are criminally undervalued, Shaquille O'Neal. I like seeing a case here. You got a little bit of 90s basketball represented here. Some affordable cards from the 90s. 1993 finest Shaquille O'Neal, very early career right there. You got a 1997 Flair Showcase Shaquille O'Neal as well. Nice looking card. So nice to see him being represented a little bit here on the show floor. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Lots of Pokemon. Where are my sports card people at? Looks to be well centered if you consider grading it. Little Wemby Monopoly, I like it. At a $249, what are you looking for it?
So I got offers around like 160, but I just shop it around, see what you're interested in.
You looking for cash? Okay, let me take a quick peek at market movers. I do like Wemby's market right now. I think, you know, the season right around the corner. Looks to be well centered if you consider grading it.
I just packed it, so I was just gonna shop around now that I'm out here. I was like, PSA, if I didn't sell it by today, I was gonna still sell it PSA.
Yeah, I mean, I give you 180 cash for it. You wanted to do that?
That's fair.
You wanna do it?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's go. There you go. First buy of the show. There you go. Awesome. Got a deal right there. That's cool. Got a little Wemby pickup and nicely conditioned one as well. All right, hey, I'm happy with that. Look, I just looked at market movers and these things are selling raw for a minimum of $200. And this one looks to be in really good condition. I mean, he said he just pulled it out of a pack. I didn't inspect it closely, but I can tell you the centering looks great. The corners look great, the edges look great. So I have a feeling I'm gonna be sending this one off to grading, and I might get a nice little multiple return on that purchase that I just made there. I like that. So here's a question I have for you guys. With the Caitlin Clark market doing the things that it's doing right now, could it have an effect on other women's basketball cards? I know there's some collectors out there right now, I've met some of them, who are actually scooping up some of the earlier women's basketball stars from well before Caitlin Clark ever came into the league. And the thought process is, here you've got Caitlin Clark cards that are selling for all of these record prices. Is that gonna have somewhat of a halo effect where that will then end up pulling the card prices up of other women's basketball stars, or at least get collectors more aware that there have been women's basketball cards for many years, and maybe get collectors thinking about the entire women's basketball card market a little bit more? What do you think? Do you think Caitlin Clark will have that type of effect? I'm curious, but it's interesting here that we're starting to see some other players like Breanna Stewart starting to see some of their cards show up at card shows like this. Those are things you really never saw before at a big card show. One of the cool things about Collecticon is they have performances on stage. Steve Aoki, my buddy Steve Aoki, is going to be performing here in a few minutes. So they asked me to go on up there and welcome the crowd, and then Steve's going to come on. So I can't wait to see this. All right, who is excited about Steve? You guys ready? Wow, we got a nice soccer case here. How you doing, Allie? Good, doing well. She's live on Whatnot right now. Speaking of Whatnot, by the way, if you can't make it to a card show like this, Whatnot's your next best thing. Allie's live right now And we're live every single day at Cards HQ Shop on Whatnot. We'd love for you guys to join us. We're doing breaks, we're selling singles every single day. Check us out. I'm gonna throw a QR code up on the screen. If you scan that and you're new to Whatnot, you're gonna get $15 in free credit. I'm gonna put a link in the show description below as well. So make sure to check out Whatnot. Can I see that, Chet? Yeah. This is a big card here, guys. Look at this. Thank you. That is the 1-of-1 Prism Black. That is from Monopoly. So that's, you know, not the true Prism, obviously. If that was the true Prism, it would be a lot more than $15,000. But that is the black 1-of-1 Prism from Prism Monopoly. It's a way to get a 1-of-1 Prism Black of one of the upcoming stars in the NBA on a really good team, by the way, Oklahoma City. Fantastic team, for way less than what his actual Prism Black would cost. What do you think of Prism Monopoly? Like, is this the type of card that you would want? Do you see the value in it, or do you think Prism Monopoly is just kind of a kitschy type of set? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm kind of interested in it. I don't know that I'm $15,000 interested in it, but I am kind of interested in it. So I don't know what this card's worth. I'm gonna go into Market Movers and I'm gonna look at other Prism Monopoly Black 1-of-1s. And I'm gonna sort by price. So I see what the most expensive ones have ever sold for. So here, I just went into sales history and Market Movers, and now I just sorted by price. So, for example, one of Victor Wembanyama's out of 5 in a PSA 10 sold for $10,000. That's actually the most expensive Prism Black 1-of-1. Of course, that's not a 1-of-1, but it's a pop one, so you know, you get someone put it listed there. This is probably a more comparable card. So Brandon Miller, probably the second most popular rookie from this past season. His Prism Monopoly Black 1-of-1 sold raw for $6,600. So you could look at Chet Holmgren's market and compare that to Brandon Miller's market on other cards, like their Prism Silvers, kind of get an understanding of you know, the cost difference and what a $6,600 Brandon Miller sale, how that might relate to a $15,000 price tag on a Chet Holmgren. That is a PSA 10, by the way. And so let me look up a Brandon Miller Prism Silver, PSA 10. And then let me take a look at Chet's Prism Silver PSA 10 rookie and just kind of see what the price difference between those two is. I'm gonna chart these out, and let me change my chart date range to like look at like the last 180 days here. Okay, so the line at the bottom, the dark blue line is Brandon Miller and the upper line is Chet. So Chet is selling for more than Brandon Miller, but not a ton more. It looks like Chet's cards are selling for about 20 to 25% more than Brandon Miller's in this comparison. So a Brandon Miller raw doing, what did I say, 6,600, that might put a Chet raw, if you're gonna use that 25%, you know, math on that, at what, between around 8,000 and 9,000? This is a PSA 10, so that's gonna command a premium, but with it being a 1-of-1 card, it's probably not gonna command the same type of premium like it would for other cards. I don't feel 15,000 is a horrible price on that. I think probably in the neighborhood of like 12,000 would start to feel pretty good on that card. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna walk around a little bit and think about this. I do find this card intriguing. I don't know how much he's willing to move on it, but if he's willing to move down to like 12 and maybe do a trade, it might be one I consider picking up today. I need your advice on a card. So there's a dealer over there who's got a Chet Holmgren, okay, 2022 Prism rookie, okay, black 1-of-1 from Prism Monopoly. So not the true Prism, but Prism Monopoly. Okay. But it's the black 1-of-1 in PSA 10. Yep. He's got a sticker of 15,000 on it. I think that's probably a little bit high. Yeah. But maybe also not quite too far out of the range to get something done with him. Yeah. What do you think? First of all, what do you think about Chet Holmgren in general as an investment?
I don't know what to make of Chet. He obviously had the injury problem early in his career. Right. He had a solid season last year, like 16, 17 points. the piece I'm not sure what to make is, like, I always go for that logic of looking at a guy ideally being the number one on a team.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the number one.
No, because they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Alexander, who's clearly the number one and a top 5 player in the NBA right now, honestly. And then number 2, you've got Jalen Williams, who honestly offensively has more of a spark as a scoring guard than Chet does.
Okay.
Chet's kind of the third option from a scoring perspective. The thing I would ask myself is, like, if they make a deep playoff run, let's say they make it to the Western Conference Finals and he's in a position, or the Thunder in a position like the Timberwolves this last year when we saw Anthony Edwards go crazy, is Chet going to be enough of a focal point of that team to, like, actually catch traction? Chet, right now, it's hard to know what his ceiling is. Like, he could turn into, I think he has the potential to be a 25-10 guy, but right now he's not there. And
25 and 10 is not necessarily enough to gain top billing in the basketball card hobby. You really got to be the guy.
33 and 10 probably now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. What do you think about, how does the price of that 15K?
15 seems high to me on that. Monopoly market obviously has been decently strong. It's not Prism, it's not regular Prism, but it's been decently strong. Like, I would probably look at market movers. Raw, his black gold did 2,000. Monopoly, Chet's did. Chet's raw black gold to 5.
So if the black gold to 5 did 2,000, the one of one's gonna,
I think probably 6,000 to 7,000 is what I would expect that raw.
And you'll get a little premium for a 10.
In a PSA 10, like maybe 9 or 10, like as a 10. That's
so you think it's maybe a $9,000 or $10,000 card?
That's what I would think. Like,
not a $15,000
right now, fair market
card.
value, 9,000 or 10,000 is what I would think that card be worth.
What's interesting is we're talking about Oklahoma City and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being the clear number one on that team. He also had a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from 2023, the 101 in a PSA 10. That's kind of interesting. Not a rookie, but it's a one-of-one Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is pretty cool. I think Shai's Prism Monopoly sold in a 101 in another year, 22 maybe.
PSA 8 did 1,500.
And that was what year?
That was last October. That was the 2022.
Okay. He's got a PSA 10 of his 2023 stickered at 3K.
Okay.
So I need to get him down from that for it to make sense, but that could be a fun pickup actually. All right, so T-Bot gave me some pretty good advice there on these Monopoly Black 101 cards. I still really like both the Chet and the Shai. He's giving me something to think about now with that Shai card. I think for me, I'll make a play on the Chet, but only if I can get the price down to 10K. We'll see if he goes that far down or not. If he goes to 10K, I feel very comfortable on it. If he stays above 10K, I'm gonna pass, but maybe I'll be able to get something done on the Shai. I'd like to pick the Shai up for around 2K. We'll see what happens. We're gonna go over there right now. I like the Chet. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I like the Shai as well.
Okay.
My price on them though would be a bit lower. So I don't know, how much you're willing to move on them.
Yeah.
I've got some nice cards. If you look at trading, I put in some cash as well if you want to kind of do a combo of the two. But for the Chet, I'd be at 10.
Okay.
Instead of 15,000, I'd be at 10,000.
Okay.
The Shai, I would be at 2,000. I like both of the cards, but I'd potentially pick up both if you wanted to do both. But that's price-wise where I would need to be on each of them. You don't really see the Monopoly cards like on the high end selling for that much. Like they kind of tap out, at some point.
Absolutely. I mean, I get it. I really love the cards and I have like a little personal connection to them.
I totally understand.
You look at them, you're just like, man, it's just pretty, and I really love the Monopoly stuff.
I totally get it.
But I don't think you're unfair. I think you're probably more in the market than I am.
You want to look at some of the stuff I brought to
let's figure
trade?
Yeah.
Let me pull some cards out.
Those and 4,500 on top.
So you're pricing this one right at what I got a sticker
right
now,
exactly
at 40,
there,
right at
yeah.
42.
Mm-hmm.
500 cash, 87. So you got to kind of got that one down to like 3,300 or so.
Yeah.
Is that basically kind of where you're at?
Yeah. Just based on that 9 at 4,000.
How about 4,000 cash? The Stroud, the Luca, 4,000 cash for the Chet and the Shea.
We'll split it a little bit more on your end at 4,200.
4,200?
Yeah. The way I came down to all the way your price.
You did.
Came down a little bit more. Kind of made it fair on that. That's dead on. And I kind of split it in your favor.
I think 4,200 is fair. Let's do it. Good.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Go.
There you go. Hey, we got a huge deal done at Collecticon. You never know. Even in a show that's got a lot of TCG and pop culture, there's some big sports cards too. And we just got a big deal for 2 Prism Black 1-of-1s done here at the show floor of Collecticon. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm here at the Cards HQ booth. We've been set up all show. And Ryan, we've been doing a lot of buying.
Yeah.
You've actually got a lot of stuff for sale too, which is great. A lot of TCG, a lot of Pokemon, a little bit of sports here.
A little bit of sports.
What are these things? Are these things we bought?
We bought some stuff for Allie to break.
What is this? Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Star Trek cards? Doctor Who cards? Wow, that's kind of
Yeah,
wild.
we got House of Dragon.
Okay.
A bunch of unique stuff here at Collecticon.
So how's the buying been so far today?
The buying has been phenomenal.
Oh, good.
We've
Good.
gotten some monster pickups. We actually picked up a Grail from the sports card world.
Okay.
And a Grail from the Pokemon world.
Can I see these?
All in one day.
What do we get? What do we get?
You're not going to believe this, Jeff. In the same day, we picked up a first edition.
Oh, yeah. I know that. I know that one. Look at that. That is one of the all-time iconic Pokemon cards right there. That is a Charizard 1998 base first edition card.
But I'm not sure which one I like
1999.
better. Check this out.
Oh, whoa! Look at that! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We got one of the 2000s contenders Tom Brady autos. Wow, look at that. Super cool. 2000 playoff contenders Tom Brady autographed. It's an authentic with an auto grade of a 9. That's a big boy card.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got another rookie auto too.
Okay.
This one has, Tom Brady.
Oh wow! Look at this. This is another one of Brady's rookies from Contenders. Did the same guy have both of these?
He's had them since 2001, actually.
Wow! So it's a collector here in town, and
Yep.
he just came to sell us his cards.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, these are really nice. These are really nice. So we're gonna put these in the showcases at the shop.
Absolutely.
These are gonna be great. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. So, Hero Quest.
Yes.
This is your box set.
Yes, the first one.
Talk to
First
me
one.
about this.
So I made these on my birthday. I dropped these on my birthday as a pre-order on November 30th. So
Last year, 2023, yeah.
So I made 1,130 boxes.
Okay.
And it was, I wanted to introduce Hero Quest to the world. So I wrote a book and dropped the very first card set. So it's not a TCG, it's not like you can't play the game, it's introducing the cards, more or less, bio cards. And there are 101 pulls. There are some really big Jace pulls from the character set. There's only 10 characters, and then there's Hero and Hyro, this is Hero, the main hero from Hero Quest.
Yeah.
And Hyro's what Hero eventually becomes, like the evil version of Hero's Hyro. And the 101s of Hero and Hyro still haven't surfaced yet.
Oh boy.
So
all right.
it's still out there. There's a lot of 101s still out there.
All right. Well, I've been holding on to this box since its release.
Yeah.
So who
this is
knows?
gonna be cool.
It's been sealed since release day. We'll see what happens. So these all sold out quickly. You said 1,130 of these.
So we dropped them pre-order on November 30th. We sold out that day, all of them. And you can get them on the secondary market. There's a couple places that have them, but I'm glad we're gonna do this together, Jeff.
I bought a few of these, so I'm gonna put a couple of these for sale on at Cards HQ as well.
Awesome.
So there you go. So cool artwork.
Nice little box.
Right off the bat. Yeah, nice packaging on this. Look at that. That looks legit.
Yeah.
That feels like something substantial there.
Yeah. All right, so first card is a redemption card, and that's for a graphic t-shirt that's only available if you redeem the card. I think the redemption for this card might be up, so you could actually grade these cards.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'll sign it for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Signed and graded. That's the way to go. And you got a signature right there as well.
That's right.
I like that.
Underneath this book is the 4 cards.
Okay.
So like the sweat's kind of.
Okay, so we're gonna, so this is kind of go big or go home here.
Yeah, and then also like this is the first edition of the graphic novel it's kind of like non-hollow blue.
Right.
We actually printed a second edition of the graphic novel, it sold out, and then we ended up doing a manga.
Okay, cool.
That's about to sell out. But inside here, it's got the CD too.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
All right, so I think that like the hit might be here.
All right, so should I start back in this corner?
Let's just see. You might have the hit already on the corner. Okay, no, that's a base. Okay, so this is a whistleblower card, and this is the legendary set. So the legendary is the base set.
It must be like an extreme exercise in creativity to put together a
This
whole
is so much
story
fun.
like this.
Yeah,
which
it really
seems
is,
right
yeah.
up your alley.
Yeah, I love world building. I love building out the characters.
Should I go to this one next?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's your hit. Black Obsidian is an actual fan favorite. A lot of people love Black Obsidian, and she makes a big storyline in the second book.
Okay.
So she's a big one to pull.
All right, so we got 2 more to go. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, that's R1134. It's part of the robot faction. And I named him R1134 because if you flip it over, it says hell. So
look at that.
It's kind of an evil robot.
That's like one of those pager codes back in the day.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So that's part of the legendary
So he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's Webby. He's actually another favorite. A fun dude. He's kind of like a huge spider web, and the 101 of this has already been pulled. But I love this character.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have some really cool pants with webs going all over the pants from, part of his body.
So did you create every single one of these characters yourself?
I have a team, and we would get together and we just sit down and have these writing rooms of what these characters should look like, what their powers are, the vibe, if they're good, they're evil, all that fun stuff.
Right.
So I have a pretty good team to help me develop all these stories.
All right.
Okay.
Look what we got.
Oh,
Look what we
baby.
got. I
Oh,
got the
baby.
cards.
All right,
I got the cards.
How'd you do though?
I feel like I did really, really well.
Good.
So I went in and I said 10 on the Chet, 2 on the Shea, trade. And then I got a little bit better trade value on one of my cards than I thought I was going to get. I got an above market trade value on one of them. So I actually shaved. I came down on my cash a little bit too. I probably shaved $500 off.
Okay.
So I think, if you want to price them at like $9,500 for the Chet and $2K for the Shea, that's where I ended up and I was able to put in more cards than cash.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a pretty good trade for me. We'll see how these guys do.
Thunder are going to be sneaky. Did they add Caruso?
They've got a great team
They
this
added
year.
somebody. Was it Caruso in the offseason? I'm forgetting right now, but I think they've got great odds to make a deep run in the West, and
They're going to be a good team.
Be rooting for
They're
them.
going to be a good team.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see if I still have the cards come playoff time, or I've might end up trading them before then.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But
All right,
if
sweet.
not, I will be a big Thunder fan next season
Very
for
cool.
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. There we
Good.
go, guys. That's it. That's a wrap from Collecticon. Hey, check out Market Movers, guys. He's repping this shirt. Go download Market Movers right now. SportsCardInvestor.com. Click Market Movers in the main menu bar. Download the Market Movers app. Give the show a like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon with the next one. Let's go.